Alright guys, welcome to another exercise execution video. Today we're going to be taking you through the PRIME incline press. So we're very lucky at Power Building Gym to be able to have the PRIME equipment. As we've explained before, the reason being it allows us to manipulate the resistance profiles of the exercises to match up with the strength profiles of our muscles that we're training on this particular machine. So with this machine, it's an incline press, so we're training the chest, trying to isolate the top part of the chest best we can. So you've got the 3 loading points. So if you don't want to mess about with any of this, just load the middle bay. That will just be like a standard machine. But the problem with most machines is that it actually works against the strength profile of the muscles. So what I mean by that is, with the pec, when it's in this lengthened range, which is at the bottom of the movement, it's at its weakest. And most machines actually, it makes it harder at the bottom as well, which isn't ideal. You might think because it's making it harder, then surely that's better, but that's not the case, because we want to make sure that the chest or the pec is failing throughout that range at the same time. And the way we do that is using resistance bands to manipulate machines and free weight movements so that that is actually possible. You'll see us reverse band a lot of exercises like the Smith machine when we're doing presses on there, for example. But anyway, with this, the way the axis is built and the loading bays that we have at hand actually makes this possible without actually using any bands or anything like that. So that's why we feel lucky to have it. So what we would do is, if we want to make it harder at the top, you simply load the bottom bay. I would still recommend putting a few plates, about 50% of the load on the middle anyway, but then you can use the other bays to manipulate the way that that feels for you. And then vice versa at the top. If you load the top here, it's going to make it a lot harder at the bottom, which I explained is why we wouldn't really want to do that. But if you were a powerlifter or a strength athlete and you're trying to isolate that part of the movement to work on a weakness, then yeah, definitely do it. So anyway, I'm not going to actually put weights on today. I'm just going to show you how to do this movement properly with good technique. So what you want to do is, you want to set the machine up that's good for your height, so that when you sit back, the machine, the handles are actually in line, I like to say, with the nipples. So usually the bottom of the sternum. So that's what we're aiming for over there. So you get in position. You're going to see my belly poke out now. You're going to retract your shoulder blades slightly so that you can get a nice arch. And you're going to pin your shoulders against the back of the pad. So you create a nice arch underneath there. You should be able to put your hand underneath your back. And then with your legs, you don't want to be loose like that. You want to be actually planting them into the ground. Legs are solid, and you should be feeling some weight going through the quads as well. So what I would say is, imagine that if the floor was ice, your feet would be sliding forwards. You're actually applying resistance against the floor, but friction's keeping it there. So yeah, we get in position. We get nice and retracted, create that arch. Feel the load with the pecs, start the movement, and then drive up. And this machine automatically converges inwards. So you feel a nice contraction with the pecs there. Slow eccentrics on the way down, slight pause. Again, you only come within your active range. I've done a separate video on active and passive range. You don't have to be working in the old school full range of motion. Full range of motion for what you are capable of, yes. Not full range of motion to make a bar touch a chest when it doesn't need to. So just do what feels comfortable and what feels like it's activating that targeted muscle the most, which for this example is the pecs. So I like to come a little bit off my chest. I don't come all the way down, and then drive up, squeeze, slow on the way down, and repeat that for as many reps and sets as stated on your specific program. If you've got any questions, reach out to your coach. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Thank you.